What's up, guys? Chasing Layman here with episode 26 of Red versus Blue. And in today's episode, we've got playoff semi-finals for both teams. FC United will be playing Chester in the Panorama North playoff semi-final, whereas we go to Maine Road afterwards for a game against Hyde in the Northern Premier League playoff semi-final. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll see you after the intro.
Streets are full of dreams and lies. Every corner has a story. With a pint and cloudy skies, we chase our fleeting glory. Manchester Knights are calling. In the madness we are falling. Round and round the wheels turn. Bright city always burning.
So, just the one change from last episode for the FC United game there. We've brought in Rio Adebisi to play at left back ahead of Jake Vokins. So it's Jensen, Ranwell, Hockenholm, Miller, Adebisi, Hewlett, Willis, Pimlett, Hospians, Catesby and Fitzmartin, of course, still filling in up top. On the bench, we've got Crowe, McCoy, McMahon, Brown, Edmondson and the youngster John Reed, who's just turned 16. So happy birthday to him for this past week, I guess. And hopefully he'll get a chance to once again be a hero. He was so close to being a hero and scoring us automatic promotion in the last episode. And, well, now we need to step up more than ever because goals, they do need to come. And we haven't quite reached a point where I can recall a striker from Maine Road, so we've got some alternatives. So we're going to go straight into the dressing room here and just tell everyone that their recent praise is justified, blah, 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 blah. And get everyone ready to go out there and make a difference. We're not going to put too much pressure on them because Chester are a good side. They're not actually far behind us on points, as much as we were in the mix in the last sort of day on the last day of the season. The top six was so close that it really could have gone any which way. Chester in a 4-2-3-1 with no players over massive. Oh, Mandela Edbo is there. That's always a worry because he's a good former Swindon player. I said that last time, didn't I? Why am I pointing out Swindon players? That's never gone well for me. Anyway, yeah, Mandela Egbo on the field and Ranwell taking a corner. Miller with a header early on. Hockenholm tries to head back across goal and he can't quite get there. Very early doors action for us as we get underway. And yeah, it is going to be very much a case of Fitzmartin will really need to score this game, of course. Is very much a sudden death semi-final. It will go to extra time and penalties if the scores are level at full time. But Reiki now with the ball through to Brennan. Brennan with a shot. And Chester have gone ahead. And that is not good. That is unhelpful. And it's Joel Catesby's also picked up a nod, which is not helpful at all. It is very, very possible we could finally have both of our teams in the Panorama North in the same division next year. If this continues, I am going to fire up my boys and hope a goal comes as Hoskins gets a free kick into the box. Looking for Catesby, can't quite find him. It's a bit too shallow across, if I'm honest. And Brooks now for Chester with a long clearance. Can we win this in the air? We have done with Adebisi, but Simon picks the pocket there. And Adebisi is forced to get across and defend again. Back to Dyke. Dyke into Pimlett. Good stuff. Pimlett clears it only as far as McDonald, though. This has got goal written all over it, this highlight. Reiki to Brennan. Brennan with a chance to cross here. Gets in the way there on the far post as Bramwell and Hewitt and Hockenholm reclaim it. And it's with Hoskins now, back to Hockenholm. And we've got to get this ball forward and not give it away to Brennan as we have done right there. And it's going to go past Ramwell. He's going to go past everyone into the box and Caleb Dyke at the back post. And it looks like our promotion dreams are once again going to end in the playoff semi-final with FC United unless, frankly, we pull our fingers out. I might have to go and do a tactics here because something is very much not working. And yeah, we are sinking now, sinking without any trace. As well, I was just about to do that, but Ramwell has got to throw in. Let's see if we can get a goal back to see if we can have any chance of getting in this game. As Pimlett releases it to Adebisi, Adebisi back into Hugh, over the top looking for Hoskins. Hoskins, first time pass to Willis, to Fitzmartin, who gets a goal. And maybe, just maybe, we can hold off till half time on getting that, or doing that tactical change, or doing those tactics, because there is still an outside chance, however slim here, that we can maybe, just maybe, still force our way through. We'd have to come from behind to do it, but that's what makes these games exciting. He wasn't offside. I don't know why we checked. Fitzmartin gets a goal, and his time as a makeshift striker maybe probably coming to an end, but he's got some good game time in him, and he's learned a new role, and that might stand him in good stead going forward as Willis gets the ball back from what should have been a very slow kickoff highlight. Didn't turn out that way, and now Catesby on the ball. Goes back to Hewlett, to Willis. Willis into the box with a shot off Brooks, and McDonald sort of gets it clear. Bunning goes to Ratey to hack it clear, and Gale goes back to Egbo now. And, well, we're looking like we've got a little bit of fight left in us. Maybe not our defenders, but we're looking like we've got a bit of fight left in us. Let's demand more from the boys. Hockenhull is not doing well right now, which is a worry, as Ramwell gets to throw into Hoskins. Hoskins back to Ramwell, to Willis. Willis to Hockenhull, who needs to not screw this up. And just a short pass anywhere would have been fine. It's gone back to Jensen, to Miller. It's always a worry when you see players starting to not trust themselves. Miller to Adebisi. He's going to get down the line for Catesby, but gives it away, and Egbo on the ball now to Cook. Cook back to Egbo. Egbo looking for options. Fletcher now, tackled by Fitzmartin. Willis releases Hoskins for a shot. First time it's just over the bar. And, well, the fight is very much on. We look like we are going to attempt to come back here. I am still thinking about subs, because it is, yeah, it's going to be a case of probably Hockenhull and Ramwell are going to come off, because neither's having the best game of their life. But we'll see how this goes. Simmons with a free kick from deep. We're going to win this, and we haven't won it. How has Fletcher got his head on that and headed over our entire defence? If that was Ben Hockenhull, he's not going to see the end of the first half. Who's supposed to be marking here? Let's give that a pause. So Miller is in there. I can't get a good angle on that, and I can't see a number. Where's Ben Hockenhull? Can we find Ben Hockenhull here? Oh, he's here. It's fine. It's not his fault this time. It's Miller's fault. As small as that mercy might be, Hockenhull would have been off the pitch had that been his fault, because that's a big letdown. I don't think I've got 3 centre-half options, or I haven't got 3 centre-half options I can use either. So 2 centre-half options I can use. We're going to berate the boys before half-time, and again at half-time. We are going to attack tactics as well, so stick with, or bear with me whilst I do that, because we are going to have to yell a little bit here, as Ramwell and Hockenhull are looking like they want to come off at half-time. If we're honest, I just want to reset this this formation we've got, because I've got a feeling I've tinkered with it a little bit and forgotten I've done it. So let's reset the rocks on 4-3-3, because you know, that's always good. If anyone wonders what all the tactics that are saved in, I've been doing some little bits of tinkering with doing tactics videos this year. Never got around to it, which is fun. So we're going to make that change. We are going to take off Bramwell, and we're going to take off Hockenhull, because neither has been good enough. We'll save that last sub. It's probably going to be Edmondson for Catesby, because that's our best way forward. He's not really very good not playing as a winger, but it's fine. And yeah, bit of a controversial one, but we're going to do what was that? Get your acts together in the second half, start playing football. We're going to grab the players who are still on the pitch who aren't performing as well, just to make sure they've really got the message here that that's unacceptable, and I'd like you to be better. Hopefully that will fire them up. We can come out in the second half with a slightly more stable formation, or tactic at least, and get some goals, because we're sinking now without any trace, and it's unacceptable. Crow and McCoy have not played a lot of football of late. They're not really match fit, which is also a bit of a concern. So we are going to have to hope they can get themselves goals, or we're pinning our hopes for any success this season on Maine Road getting through the playoffs. Well, the game is coming to a close. We've run out of highlights, we've run out of subs, we've run out of tactical options. I say that as Chester get a chance to score their fourth of the game. Parker going over the top looking for Dyke. Miller has completely fluffed his lines again. Caleb Dyke gets his second of the game. It is game over for Manchester. Sorry, for FC United of Manchester. And our season now comes down to Maine Road. Hopefully, be enough to do something. And I feel like it's entirely my fault. I feel like if Sean Neve had stayed, but I should have left making my loans till the end of the window to see if any reballs happen. That is entirely on me. I'll take the blame for that. Probably also should have played Connor Brown in goal because Sebastian Jensen's decided to not show up. But these are all lessons we will learn for next time. We'll take one last chance to break the boys on the pitch. They are going to get it full barrels in the dressing room as well because they've blown this one entirely. And, we tried, but the gap could become 0 divisions very, very shortly because we do still have one semi-final left. I'm going to throw a water bottle. Everyone looks stressed. That's fine. It's the end of the season. Go on your holidays. I'll see you guys in just a moment, I guess, because I've got to get through this entire week because the game's not happening till Saturday. I'll see you for the Maine Road playoff semi-final. So on to the Maine Road game. That will be hoping for better results today. A bit of a few changes to the lineup since we last met in the last episode. Daniel Cameron still starts in goal. He's still with the club somehow, despite not having a contract. Josh Stewart comes back in at right back. He's been out injured for a while. Marcel McIntosh moves to centre half alongside a new signing, Dion Conroy, who is a former Swindon player. I'm hoping to turn the luck from the last couple of episodes, or the last episode and a half, back around. Dion Conroy, a very good player for Swindon. I was a big fan of him when he was at Swindon, former Chelsea Academy product, who has since played for Crawley and Norton Keynes Dons in this universe, but is a very good player. Doesn't have a lot of pace, but is very, very good as a defender and should be able to make a big impact for us. Gives us the option to have a ball player in there as well, should we need to. Kieran Burton at left back. Lewis Nolan comes back in at holding midfield. I just think he's a slightly better ball winner than Jack Powell is, and it's sort of borne out here by our coach's impression of him. He's going to play behind Charlie Wing. Glenn Tierney starts on the right wing again with Theo Carroll and Coven Bird coming in to start on the left-hand side, because he is just a more reliable option, I think, there, with Gavin McDonnell up top. On the bench, it's Clay Ewing, it's Malcolm Edwards, Alfie Cresswell, Fred Foley, and Sean Neve, who gets his first chance off the bench. But again, if we need the extra firepower, we've seen him do it for FC United. We assume he can do it here. So that is going to be the plan. Josh Stewart, we've got to keep an eye on. He's not fully fit yet, but he will get there. He will get there. He's just a little bit out of practice. So we're going to hope we can do the job here and go and get the job done. So here at the dressing room, I'm going to say if you carry up from the last matchup, we'll reach the final. We did win the last game of the season, despite the rotating boost. I've realised I forgot to mention that we did win our last game of the season, but sadly it was not quite enough, hence us being in the playoffs. I say we're already in the playoffs. It was kind of a nothing game. We secured our position though above Hyde, which is why we are playing them at home. And let's see how Hyde are lining up there in a 4-3-3, which is always interesting. And, we just have to hope we can hold them off, which I think we should be more than good enough to do. We are probably the better team on paper, but, I'd have said that in the previous game in this episode as well. So you can't always rely on just being the better team. So we are going to encourage the boys. We're going to get them ready to go, and hopefully there will be goals incoming. Well, we've got our first highlight after 35 minutes. It's Gavin McDonnell to take it for us into the box. Can we get a head on it? We can't. It's got right up by Lenarche. And Bird with a shot. Coben Bird once again comes through for the Sky Blues. And, Maine Road are a goal up and with a real chance now of getting in that playoff final. And we are one very, very tiny step closer to having both of our sides in the same division for the first time in this series, and that's when the race really is on. We can put them up against each other one-on-one. I actually, and whisper this very quietly, I actually think Maine Road might have the better team of the two, as I've been looking at things. But there we go. It's Lenarche putting a ball forward now. Let's win this in the air. We haven't done. And Lafferty now gets it out for Molincre Matthews, which is a hell of a name. Cross goes over, Jones with a header, and, we're back on terms. and maybe I spoke too soon, although I will point out that Dion Conroy is playing very, very well on his debut. He has a very nice start to his career at Maine Road. Doing what I expect him to. To be honest, he might be my captain next year, depending on whether Josh Stewart is still at the club, because Dion Conroy is a very, very good captain. He was captain of Swindon for several years. I did a very, very good job, I thought. So we'll see how that goes. It's being called for a tight offside, but I don't think it was one. I think we're going to be okay. And yeah, questions about our fullbacks today. They're not having a great game, and McDonald hasn't really got going. But we do have Sean Neave on the bench, and Sean Neave, we know, is a goal scorer. So I'm not feeling necessarily restless just yet. But let's see what happens with how we've dominated possession so far, which I think is fair. We are going to grab McDonald, we are going to grab Burton, and we are going to grab Josh Stewart. We're going to give him the old pointy finger and just say, I'm not happy with your performance today, and hope that they can get the job done. Because if they can't, I've got replacements for all three of them, and frankly, I'll use them if I need to. So it's Carroll now on the ball for Maine Road. Cuts it back, looking for McIntosh. McIntosh to Nolan. Nolan with a ball to Wing. Wing to Carroll. Carroll with one touch, but just a really sloppy touch. Gets it back, Bird. McDonald through to Bird. Coburn Bird is through. Coburn Bird gets a shot. Wing gets a shot and puts it away. And it was scrappy, but we got the job done. And Charlie Wing, I think that might be his first goal for us, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure it'll tell me on the replay highlights. We'll find out, but I'm pretty sure that is Charlie Wing's first goal for the club. And I love that we've got Bird and Wing combining. That's a thing for the comments. If you watch this far, stick the words Bird Wing in a comment. Why not? I didn't say whether or not it was his first goal for the club. I'll check the old-fashioned way whilst it gets it's not his first goal for the club. There we go. Leggett on the ball now for Hyde. Ellis to Haviland, who gets forced off the ball. Very strong shoulder by Burton. Conroy to Wing. Wing gets it across now, looking for Tierney. Gets beaten in the air, but Stewart will pick this one up. Nolan back to Tierney. Tierney with a chance to run now. Can he get somewhere? Ball goes across the field. He was looking for Wing. It was a bit too deep, but Wing might get a foot in there. He hasn't, and it's gone all the way through. And hopefully this will be keepers. I'd have picked that up, but I'm also not a goalkeeper. Burton to Carroll. Carroll over the top, looking for the run of McDonald. Can McDonald get a goal? He shoots, and Gavin McDonald makes it 3-1. And with 40-ish minutes to play, I think we may at least have ended this episode with qualification for a playoff final. And if we can get there, I believe we can win it. We do still have to make some choices around the subs, but they are becoming slightly easier now that McDonald has scored, because we feel a bit more like a football team again, and we've got that little bit of a cushion. We can really just sub for fitness at this point, which is kind of what we want to be doing. It's the position we'd like to find ourselves in. Although Hyde now have a corner, Havenhand on the ball into the box. Ellis with a header, it's just over the bar. And I think Cameron would have had it covered regardless, but we're looking good. We're looking strong at 3-1, and we'll praise the boys now. I'll start thinking what we do with subs and have a little bit of a breather between highlights, hopefully. So, before we get to the highlight, I have made some changes. I've brought on Clay Ewing at left back, Malcolm Edwards at right back, and Sean Neave up top. Now, Josh Stewart was tiring. He's just been back from injury, as I mentioned before. McDonald, of course, has played well, but I want to make sure Sean Neave has a little bit of match fitness in him. Same with Clay Ewing, just in case we need them for the final. As a corner goes in from Butler, header goes in, Tierney stops it, Park with a volley high into the crowd. 20 minutes to go. This one is, I think, all but over, but you know, just as I said, just want to get some match fitness into the legs of the subs I've brought on, just in case we need them as options for the final. As Malincree Matthews picks up the ball through to Anderson, Nolan with a last ditch tackle, proving I was right to put him back in the side. Butler to Anderson, and Anderson has got a second goal for Hyde. And is this a moment where we bottle it? Are we going to bottle it from 3-1 with 15 minutes to go? Because that would not be the one. And the dream of having both these sides in the same division for the first time in probably years would collapse for a little while. Let's tell the boys to focus. I know this is going to hurt, but in theory, that's the best option here, is to tell them to focus. So That's what we're going to try. As Edwards gets the throw, we just need to keep the ball, not do anything silly here. McIntosh, Carroll, Edwards to McIntosh again. McIntosh forward for Carroll. First time ball to Neve. Neve looking for a through ball to Tierney. Wasn't really there, it's got to be said. And now it's with Park to Butler to Anderson over the top for Malingering Matthews, who is going to come and terrorise us again on that far side. Back to Anderson. Anderson will across. Let's win this in the air. We haven't done. Brandon Liggett has scored, and Hyde have come back from 3-1 down. And I am questioning every life choice I've made this season, and I don't really know what to do at this point because I am out of options, and I need to see if there's a tactics that'll fix this. I don't think there is. Edwards now with a throw-in to Carroll. Carroll back to Edwards to Nolan. Back to Carroll. Carroll to Nolan again. We need to get this ball into the box and score with it. That's the only way forward now as Ewing picks up the ball on the far side. Short ball to Bird. Bird into the box, but he's brought down. It's going to be a penalty in the 87th minute of the game. And stepping up to take this one is going to be Malcolm Edwards, which is a bold one. He's a youngster. He's put it away. And given a choice, if I'd thought about it, I'd have liked a much more experienced player over that ball. But it's gone in. And that's all that really matters because we are now back in the lead. And we just need to hold on for another 5 minutes. And this one will be in the bag. I don't want a time waste. I don't want to faff with the system too much. I just want to see this one out, and we'll take the fact that we've conceded 3 goals as a learning experience and see this one through. That is the plan as time ticks away, and that's for Tyne and Maine Road have made it to the Northern Premier League promotion playoff final. And that is going to be our next episode. We'll find out who we're playing before we wrap this one up because that's going to be what you're all wondering, I'm sure. And, well, we had overcome Hyde, and I have a suspicion it's going to be Darlington, but we'll find out in just a moment. So, confirmation then, it is going to be Darlington in the playoff final. We're going to be playing them away, and it's going to be, I think, one of the toughest games we have of the series so far. So, I am going to say, while wrapping this up, join us next time whilst we try and finally complete our march to getting the 2 teams in the same division. We can work our way up the leagues together. Anything can happen, but we've got to get through this playoff final first. So, thanks for watching, guys. I have been Chasing Larry. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell, share with your friends, leave the comments down below. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one.